Hi, I'm Seth, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, yesterday we talked about Svadhisthana, and, basically that's the sacral chakra. And we talked about a little bit about it and how it governs creativity and the things that have a lot to do with sex and things of the such and sort. Today we're going to be talking about the solar plexus chakra, otherwise known as Manipura, which also means lustrous gem, which is interesting because, like a lot of people like to say that the third chakra, which is located right above your navel, so like 3 inches above your navel, and basically it's a very interesting chakra. It's the seat of personal power, I like to call it. It governs a lot of ego and power and drive and motivation. And, it can also, cause things like laziness or lack of drive or feeling unprotected, like things like that. So basically, I'm going to go over some things of it being overactive and some things of it being underactive. So for underactive, it can lead to disappointment or depression or indecision, sometimes feeling powerless. Again, it is the seat of personal power. The associated color is yellow, like the sun. So it's the place where you draw to get things done and to really take that creativity from sacral and mold it into actual action that accomplishes a goal. Some overactive traits would be like an overactive ego. Stomach sickness, because it also governs your digestion system and affects a lot of the things that go on with you eating and things like that of the sort. You could be over-aggressive or braggadocious or just too cocky. There's been times where I've had, my solar plexus. My solar plexus is one of my strongest, most in tune chakras. I really have always been in touch with it because I use it a lot when I want to accomplish goals. And I've always kind of just felt that the power came from here. I never really knew exactly what it was for a long time, but then after studying, I'm like, wow, this is something different. So some tips for it would be diet, maybe keeping out carcinogens from your diet. Some people would say keeping out meat, but I would say just bless the meat. And sometimes it is helpful not to eat meat for a certain period of time because meat does carry a certain energy. And if you don't really know how to remove that energy, or if it's not possible to remove it, then that could be detrimental to you. Breath of fire, which is, you can just Google what the breath of fire is. Basically, it's a breathing technique. Expression through clothing. A lot of times people will wear the color that they need help balancing in their clothing, and that'll help a lot. I often wear white because actually there's an interesting reason that I wear white, but if you want to know that, ask me about it on the back end. Basically when it's balanced, you'll feel a sense of personal power. You'll understand and feel your spiritual progress, improving in your decision making, a certain confidence, but also a certain level of humility, a balance, if you will. The associated sound is rum. It's an interesting sound because rams and horns and kind of the power within rams, and I think that's a really cool meditation sound for that specific chakra. Citrine, tiger's eye, some good stones that might help you with it. And then I'm just gonna tell a little quick anecdote story, and then we'll move on to the next lesson. Let me think about this for a second because I didn't choose one outfit today. I should have, but okay, so I've been living in the apartment I've been living in for about 5 or 6 months. And right before I started living here, I had to sleep in a car because I was staying in Airbnbs, and the guy at the time I wanted to live with, neither one of us was really sure what we wanted. Like, we were like, do we want to get a lease? Do we want to get a house? Like, we were staying at Airbnbs, and, you know, it was too late. And the only hotel that was available was like $300 or $400. And I'm like, I rented this car. I'm in California. Dude, let's just stay in this car. And tomorrow we'll wake up and we'll manifest from, you know, our solar plexus chakra, the apartment that we want. You know, we had already looked at a couple apartments, and went to sleep in the car. I woke up and I felt like a sun was literally in my stomach. It was so interesting. And then, you know, come to find out 2 hours later, we get the apartment. So, not really the most dynamic story, but basically saying that if you focus your energy, especially your solar plexus energy, once you've created the idea, you've gotten out of survival mode, you've created the idea, and now you just need to put that motivation, that energy into it to accomplish it. Thank you very much for listening, guys. Like, comment, share. If this video was helpful to you especially, I'll see you guys later. Be blessed.